Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to make this story on Destination News, but I feel like it would be better putting it separately on from the others because it's probably takes a lot longer for me to talk about than the other three stories on the last Destination News, so I kind of separated it. And that is Church's Lauren Mayberry is catching a lot more shit now. She caught shit for the whole marshmallow thing, got let's just say I don't want to call it what it is anymore because YouTube might come after me, but she basically got threatened with getting forced to do sexual acts, which was unacceptable. And then there's that whole thing, Jamie Josta just randomly went after churches for no apparent reason whatsoever, just because they were on a music festival list with Gorgia and Deftones, and that was about it. And now she's apparently getting called out for the way she dresses on stage, for it being too revealing, might I add. Now, she's dressed up pretty much this whole album cycle. It's been like a dress top and like maybe like a tutu or a skirt or something, and it's been more darker gothic look in some places, and she does mention that in these comments I'm about to read from her. But yeah, she's basically, people are saying, how can you be that revealing on stage and not expect guys to comment, inappropriate comments to you like that? And she went on Twitter and she responded with this. She said, "To people saying that my gig outfits are too revealing, I shouldn't dress like that if I don't want men to comment on it, I disagree. This argument assumes women only dress for attention of men. When I dress for shows, I want to own my gender and my femininity. I want my performance image to be inherently feminine and tough as fuck, because that is how I want to pretend to be. To myself and to the women and young girls who come to our gigs. I don't need to pretend to be one of the lads because I am not one. How I dress is part of how I express myself creatively and how I want to communicate our message. It's about trying not to be ashamed of your own gender and identity, even when people tell you that you should be. About not being scared into hiding yourself because of the actions of others. People have tried to weaponize my gender against me since the start of my career as a musician. It happens now, but it also happened when I was wearing baggy flannel shirts and jeans, because it's not really about what a woman is wearing. It never is. It's about claiming ownership of women's bodies and women's narratives. So I will continue dressing like a gothic Powerpuff Girl with big witch energy, and I hope that you'll all do whatever your version of that is too. Everyone else will just have to deal with it. My body, my life, my choice." And out of all the things she's spoken out about over the years, this is probably the one where I would say, you know what, go ahead and say something, just because I feel like people are getting the wrong narrative of the way she's dressing, not just this album cycle, but the past couple that she has mentioned. I mean, it wasn't the first time, that whole marshmallow thing, where she was receiving threats like that. I remember when the video for Leave a Trace came out, a lot of people really started with that stuff, and it just goes to show you who is on the internet nowadays. You get, I'm assuming, fat slobs like that who just want attention and are like, oh my god, I would like force her down and just do all this stuff to her. And I think she's dealt with it pretty handily over the years, and I never saw how she dresses as like a thing to just attract men. That's not the type of person she seems to be in this case. She has influences that maybe she goes off of the way she dresses and kind of puts her own little twist on it. Like I said, like she said, this shirt's more kind of gothic, like kind of, in a way, but also some bright colors. So yeah, I don't know. It's people like that complain about this stuff that just make me wonder, like, why? Like, they're performers, and sometimes the way they dress is part of the art. I don't really think that anyone should dress as like a musician to impress like the men or the women, depending on who they're trying to, or who their bigger audience is. You should never go to a concert, say there's a female lead singer or just a female musician, and whatnot. You never go to a concert, you never go, I'm just here because the lead singer is hot, you shouldn't have that mentality. That's not the point of it. Sure, you're there to see the lead singer, but you're there to see the whole band, the whole group. You're there to make new friends and come together as the one big family you are, as you're bonding over the same music with other people there. I didn't go to the Paramore concert with that same mentality. I mean, yeah, sure, I've admitted before, might have a little crush on Hayley Williams, but I never went, I'm only here because she's hot. No, I'm here because I enjoy the music, and I want to experience the live atmosphere of the songs, and it was pretty fucking cool to say the least. And, you know, that's basically what Lauren Mayberry's saying. I do that to make the live experience better, so that way, you know, it's kind of like this character I'm playing. It's not like other artists and bands haven't done that before. May I remind you that Slipknot wears masks when they go on stage. Granted, they've shown their faces, but, you know, nowadays nobody really complains about that because it's cool, but a girl walks on stage with some sort of, like, skirt and this top that might be just, you know, a little too revealing, but not so much revealing at all.
They're being slutty because they're revealing too much.
It's like, come on, let's just enjoy the musical aspect, and if it really bothers you that much, then don't pay attention to the person singing. You know, maybe you didn't think of that. Not like, don't pay attention to them while they're singing, just don't look at them. You'll have other people in the band to look at. Trust me, most artists have backing bands too, backing dancers. You can look at them if you want to. Like, who gives a fuck what else you're there for? But, that's about it. I figure I wanted to put this in with the last Austin Nation news, but I felt like it would be too long, and there was just some things to talk about that I kind of wanted to get out of the way, and my thoughts in this situation. I'm glad that she's not backing down because of these comments, and I'm glad that she's just going to go out there and do her thing, as she's always done, despite the backlash for, it seems like, everything she does. But, yeah. Anyway, you can tell me in the comments below, what do you think of this little story? Was it right for her to say something? Or people who are calling her out correct about this? And, yeah, I will catch you in the next one.